Subscribe to Faye Bay.
Alright, so these are the twists I'm going to be showing you how to do. And yeah, I really like them. These are called island twists. But basically what you're going to start with your square part. And you're going to put Shining Jam and Edge Effect on it just to help with the mold of the hair. And then you're going to start it like a braid. So I'm separating pieces of free tress hair into smaller pieces for my braid. And I'm only using 2 pieces in the beginning. So I'm going to start the braid by putting the middle piece over the piece on the right. And then I'm going to be adding the hair in as you see me doing right now. That was one piece. And next I'm going to add the same piece when I get back to that same side. But these are twists, so I'm only braiding it down maybe 4 or 5 times, and then I'm going to twist it. But the way that I twist it is because I only use 2 pieces. There is one strand with 2 pieces of free tress in it, and the other 2 have 1. So you're going to put the 2 with the 1 piece in there together, and you're going to twist them with the one that's thicker, as you can see me doing now. And I slowed it down for you guys to see it better. But as I'm twisting, I'm also going to be Senegalese twisting, which is twisting the pieces individually before I twist them in the full twist. Do you see how I added that piece of, that's actually Cuban twist hair, and I added it just so the twist wouldn't come apart. And now I'm adding the curls, but as I'm going down, I am twisting each piece individually before I twist them, really rotating them before I twist them. And because they're being switched into different hands, I'm rotating them in different directions. Around the time where I get to the bottom of my hair, I am going to add an additional piece of free tress hair. And I'm also using product to smooth out my ends. But this is me adding the third piece of free tress hair. And you're just going to basically do that to each twist. And y'all, don't mind my skin. I was going through a little something around this time, but it has definitely gotten better. I just had a really bad breakout. So yeah, but I'm just twisting it down, and I'm going to add more hair just to make it longer because I wanted them to be waist length. But that's really how you do it. And to end the twist, you're going to tie it in a knot. But I chose to dip my ends after each row just because I was scared of the twist unraveling. Even though they weren't going to, I just didn't want my work to be undone or possibly be undone. So I would just put the flexi rod on the end, and I'm going to show you that later on in the end of the video. But I really did that after every section just because I wanted to be more careful, because y'all, this took me 3 days. I don't even know why it took me 3 days. I think it's because of my mood at that time, but it took me 3 days. And this is the Cuban twist hair. I actually split it up into probably about 3 pieces off of each strand that they had individually separated in the package. But that's really all you need. And I'm actually going to show you again how to do a twist, but I think this one I was rushing, so I just put whatever 2 pieces I wanted together. It matters to me, in my opinion, if you have 2 strands that are both the same volume. But in other people's, I feel like other people really probably don't care that much. But you could really do it whichever way you want to, whichever way works for you. But I feel like putting the two pieces that are thinner together is more efficient. I also feel like when you don't do it evenly, you have to add more hair, which is why I had to keep adding more hair, because one piece was really thin and the other one was really thick. I'm also going to be showing you guys another time how I do it the way that I prefer. As you can see, I had to add more pieces earlier just to get the right consistency of this twist. And I also feel like it's a little bit thicker than the other ones, so that's why I would go with the other method. You're just going to keep adding hair as you go down to get to your desired length. I didn't really add another piece of Cuban twist hair to any part of the twist. I've only used one, but I did get the Cuban twist hair fairly long, so I really didn't need to add another piece into it. It was only there just to keep the twist from unraveling. Now I'm just going to give you a different angle because it's not going to be as much of my head just turned to the other side. But y'all, it's really just the same process until you finish your hair with the same like edge effect, shine and jam as the mold. And then you're going to just twist each twist the same way. But I will say I did kind of get tired and lazy overall because this is like my third night. I'm up doing my hair like 3 a.m. like crazy, and I was just really tired. I also do other people's hair, so it's whenever I have time to do it, honestly. The goal is not to have a very thick piece of Cuban twist hair because I feel like that can change the shape of the twist. But this is like the thinnest that I use. In my opinion, this hairstyle is very straightforward because it's just the same thing over and over again. I will say that it is important where you place your curls also though, because you don't want one twist with a whole bunch of curls coming out of it next to another one. Like, you really want them spaced out, and I really mostly wanted them in the front because they can tangle and stuff. But I would not recommend the curl that I use because they turned into really like fuzzy pieces, and this was like free tress. I don't remember the name of the curl, but I wouldn't recommend it. The curl that I would recommend is called Beach Curl by Free Tress, the one that I wanted. But y'all, the hair store closed at like 7 or something, and I came in there like 6:50. Like, why at 6:45 they turn the lights off? Like, that's so weird. So I really was just rushing trying to grab anything. But this is also slowed down again just to show you guys that I'm putting the two pieces together and I'm just twisting off of the braid. I don't know why I'm making these faces because honestly this doesn't hurt, but I think I was just like really just tired of doing my hair because I will say this style took me the longest. And I didn't even leave this style in for a long time for what the amount of time that it took, which is crazy. But I really feel like it's the curls' fault because they ended up just getting raggedy. Like, I don't like that. And I'd rather just change my hair. So I just changed my hair. But I do like the style when it's fresh. And now I'm about to curl the ends. And all I did to curl the ends was I matched up the ends of each twist, like where the knots were, and then I wrapped them up around a flexi rod. But I also used some mousse. Whether you need the mousse is debatable, because one time I was in a salon and I was doing somebody hair and I forgot the mousse, and really it worked the same. Like the twist, the curls that came out fire in my opinion. But I don't know, I'm just doing this anyways because I felt like it. But yeah, and I just think this mousse stuff is fun to play with. But yeah, you just get it, line up the knots, and then wrap it around the flexi rod. You can twist it a little as you go down, like rotate it also. And I feel like that makes a nice curl, but you're just going to close it up and you're going to dip it in your boiling water. But I use a kettle and I just heat it up until it gets hot, and then I dip it in the kettle. But y'all, my hands are so like heat resistant. I can touch that stuff. I can let it go. Just let it go, like, and it won't burn me, because I've burnt myself so many times doing other people's hair and burnt myself multiple times. Like, and honestly, I would rather burn myself before I burn somebody else. So that's why it's like I'm just putting it, after I put it in the water, I'm just gonna let it go, because I really don't even feel it anymore. Like, I don't know, I'm numb to it. But once again, if you like this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel for more hair tutorials. They are coming more often because I might be dropping out of school, because I want to follow what I want to do and I want to chase my dreams. And I hope you guys are doing that also with your time. Do what you want to do, not what you have to do. And still do what you have to do, but like, you really have to do anything? No, you don't. I don't have to do anything. Honestly, I'm free. I hope you guys are free.